right, guys, welcome back to Why Not Podcast.
Welcome.
I'm OMG Niki with the underscore.
And I am Carvalho Tiff, aka Tiffany Carvalho, not Carvalho, not Carvel. Yeah. People always get that wrong.
Get it right. Make sure you guys log on, subscribe, follow, leave a comment. Leave comments while we're posting.
Share.
Become part of the conversation, right?
Yeah, we love to talk to you.
And
we
why
love
not?
to hear more about your feedback and what y'all want to hear us talk about. So please join us on this big comfy couch.
Yes,
Theoretically.
yes.
I'm loving this look, by the way, today.
Thank
You're giving me like real 90s, like.
So, it's funny because anybody could have done this to their hat, but I could not find any hats that do this. It was crazy to me. And then the hats that I did found, okay, so I guess this is kind of a lie. I didn't find a hat that had two holes. I found the one that had the one, and then the hole wasn't even big enough for my hair. So it was kind of frustrating. So what I did was I went to one of the, the people who sell the hats, got a hat, just measured it, cut it out. Yeah, and
Hell
look.
Yeah, that DIY.
Fire.
That's what I'm talking about. No, it's
Fire.
not cute. I'm loving it. She's giving me Ashley Spinelli vibes, except she had her hair like this. But
You know what? And Spinelli was actually one of my favorite characters
Mine too.
On that show, Recess. Shout out to ABC, Recess. Anything but
Oh,
color.
nah, they not cutting
That's what it
any
stands
checks.
for.
We not shouting out
Anything
ABC.
but color, right? Anything but color, ABC.
anything but color, I'm crying.
All about Caucasians. I don't know what it's about.
I will say I thought it was kind of funny because I'm pretty sure Spinelli's not supposed to be a white character.
No, she's Asian.
She's like Asian, right?
Yeah, I think she's Asian or Indian.
Right. And I remember there was an episode though where they found out, because they always just call her Spinelli, and then they, how there's the Ashleys where they're like the bitches,
Oh
Mean
my
Girls.
God, that Ashley. I used to love that show.
And then they found out
Damn.
that Spinelli's name was Ashley, and she's an Ashley. So they
I
was
don't remember that episode.
Yeah, it was this whole thing where she was like, I don't want to be associated.
Where can I stream? Oh, you know what? Disney Plus, right?
I think so.
Probably.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. And Mikey, who was remember that?
He was
bitch?
the fat one,
Who
right?
could sing. And
I liked Mikey.
Yeah, and he always had that voice where he was like, nobody knows.
You know,
Secretly,
I feel like I like fat people, like fat men. And this might sound,
okay.
it might sound rude, but y'all already know. So what? Whatever.
What
I'm
about-
it ain't a
misunderstood
secret.
anyway.
It ain't a secret.
I don't know.
What about fat men does it for you?
You know what? It's not even okay. I don't like fat out of shape. I'm about to die fat.
You just like a
no.
little cushion for the pushing.
I like big. I'm a football player, or I have Samoan roots, big fat guy. You know what I mean though? That look
Okay.
I like
the
that.
bear look.
Ooh, he might have played football and got injured, so he couldn't go pro. That's what I like, type of fat guy.
But he's still taking that whey protein.
Exactly.
Yo.
Listen, at least I'm able to admit, I'm sitting here thinking about I've always kind of liked the chubbies.
I just don't understand, how they go about life, because for you to put a shirt on, I feel like certain shirts are not made for people with big chests like men. So even if it's a
men and women,
yeah, that's true.
let's not
That's
discriminate,
true,
because some women are built like
shoulders
linebackers.
right here. Yes. And they just compensate for your torso, but not your arms. So I feel like when you buy the right
You're right.
size,
You're absolutely right. And then some of them don't. It's the other way around. It's not. It's not for the torso and for the arms.
Exactly.
So it looks weird.
You got that baggy look going on, that flappy pancake.
One thing I will not stand for though are, this always upsets me, and I'm talking about the guys in the hood, whether it be Harlem. I'm talking about hoods of New York, okay?
Hoods of New
That
You said
could
Harlem
even,
first.
it sounds like a series, Hoods of New York, where it could even include some of the areas that are upstate, because y'all want to be down with us so bad, okay?
Bad.
So I'm going to include y'all,
And
right?
Long Island.
Mount Vernon included, right? Because y'all be reaching
Mount
to,
Vernon.
I'm from Harlem. No, you're from Mount Vernon. Diddy, chill. But anyway, so I kind of feel like, I don't know. You know what? Never mind, because I feel like, no. I feel like I'm opening a can of worms. No. Oh. I'm not scared. I'm just not ready to talk about this the way I
might have to wait another episode to find out.
Yeah. You know what?
But
let's move on.
With that being said, we are hitting the holiday season, okay? And as we know,
Thanksgiving
season, all right?
Yeah.
So we must give thanks, be grateful, okay? So, I mean, listen, I don't know how I feel about Thanksgiving because I love it for the sake of the food. Now, is it a time where I necessarily go and give thanks? Like, honestly, no. I really should probably be thinking of it more consciously than that, but I am grateful for the food. So I will say, you know, it is actually, when I look back on it, one of my favorite holidays because I think it has the best food. I think Christmas is dope, but since I stopped getting
it's not Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's not Thanksgiving. And since I stopped getting gifts under the tree, you know, like it's not fun anymore. So it's kind of like another Thanksgiving, but with like all right food.
Guys, I just want to make sure you're listening closely when you run that back, okay? Christmas is no longer fun because she's not getting gifts.
You're not getting gifts under the tree.
When I stopped getting gifts, Christmas wasn't fun anymore.
Like, you know, I babysit kids.
Christmas is about the gift of giving.
It is. I know. But listen, all I'm saying is that I babysit kids, all right? So for me, whenever I'm around them and they get excited for the holiday season, I'm like, what are you excited about? What you excited about? And it's like, my gifts and the tree and the this and we're going to this place and the cookies and I'm always like, yeah. Just give it another 5 years, man. You're gonna hate that shit.
You know what?
Get some socks, and you're not gonna enjoy it.
I want to take this moment to give a shout out. Like I still want to talk about Thanksgiving, but I have to give a shout out to my beautiful goddaughter, Bibi Pina. I love you, and the reason why I want to give this shout out is because her mom was telling me, like, this little girl is 5 years old, but she's like everything. So she was like, yeah, your goddaughter, shout out to Tosina, Vanessa, I love you. She was like, your goddaughter's out here crushing kids' dreams. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's only in kindergarten, you know? So she was like how she was in the class and the kids, you know how kids have their own little conversations? Right. You ever sat and listened to a kid's conversation?
I have too many.
So they're having a conversation amongst themselves and they're talking about like the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and this and that and the third. So apparently my niece was like, well, first of all, none of that stuff is real and your parents have been lying to you the whole time. It's actually your parents who, like, she like broke it down and didn't give no fucks, which sounds like Athena, Bibi Pina.
That's hilarious, and I think that's something to admire.
This little boy lunged for her and scratched her. Yeah, he scratched her because he didn't like her words. And listen, Athena ain't no punk. Like, she will get, like, that's my God. She'll get up in there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she held her composure. The teacher, you know, dealt with the situation. But it was just funny. Like, don't put your fucking hands on my goddaughter again, motherfucker, because I will come. I don't give a fuck that you a little boy. I don't care that you 5.
Damn.
Fuck.
Nah, some of these
we should be able to speak and say what we want.
Some of these little kids, they be looking for a fight. Like, they don't think they don't know what they want until they get it, because it's like you got some fighting words. I will say one time, I know we're talking about Thanksgiving. We will get back to this, but real quick.
We will.
I have ruined. I did do that one time. I did do that one time to a kid that I was babysitting like 7 years ago, and it was like embarrassing.
Was it on purpose?
No, I kind of just like, I don't know. His parents are one of those like, we're with the shits with everything. Like, you know, I was wearing like a jacket that said like heavy fucking metal. The kid was like mad cool about it. I was like, you're like 7. I shouldn't even be wearing this around you. But I was like, whatever. And so like he was really
like, rock on.
Yeah, and he's like, he made it sound like he knew, you know, that the bullshit was bullshit. And I accidentally slipped, you know, something like about how Santa wasn't real.
He got really sad.
Yeah, he didn't know that. So.
Yeah, because like when they act like that, sometimes we forget you're a fucking kid.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I learned my lesson that day. I was like, yeah, I just gotta keep pretending. Gotta keep pretending. Now I pretend even if they tell me that they know Santa's not real. Like this other girl was like, yeah, you know, I know my mom puts out the cookies and sometimes she puts out carrots. And I'm like, I was like, Santa doesn't like carrots. I'm like, I know you said it's your mom, but Santa doesn't like carrots. And I refuse to acknowledge that because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway.
Of the story. If somebody tells you that the Easter Bunny is not, if somebody even tells you that God is not real, don't overreact.
Don't say nothing.
It's not that deep. And don't fucking put your hands on my goddaughter. Don't. That's really the moral of this
you got Niki and Tiffany coming after
Exactly.
you. But I will say, on Thanksgiving, on that topic, we all know that shit's a racist ass holiday. But
So I did want to get into that because, like, listen. So this is kind of like a sore subject for me because, so my mom recently passed, and we did talk about that. Thanksgiving was this lady's holiday.
Really?
Like, I would dread Thanksgiving, the prep work, but the time that we would spend, even being annoyed with my mom,
right.
I miss it. You know, so this year, I don't really know if I'm gonna do, even though I'm a chef, I don't think I'm gonna do Thanksgiving, like a family thing. But it was kind of like a thin line growing up doing Thanksgiving, because my father was Muslim, and my mom is, you know, Black American, but she's very, you know, like knows
Christian?
her roots, and yes, Baptist Christian, yeah. So, and she was from the South. So she definitely believes in God, but like my mom will always want to cook, but my father would be like, we don't celebrate this holiday. So then we wouldn't celebrate the holiday, but we would still cook all the food, you know? So for us, I mean, we would never wait for a Christmas or a Thanksgiving to show thanks or to eat good or even to look good. Like, that's something that my parents made consistent for us.
My parents are Brazilian, and we don't celebrate that in our country at all. So it's like a very, very American holiday. But I feel like anytime somebody who, you said your mom's from the South, right?
Yes.
But I feel like anytime people come to, like, if they immigrate from Brazil or a different country and they come here, or even, I mean, I don't know, in places like New York or just places that are more like, because New York is all about like making money on the holidays and shit, so they're always gonna like promote the holidays extra. But I feel like when you're around that hustle and bustle a lot, you take on the culture without even really believing in it. So my mom always did Thanksgiving dinner and stuff like that when I was younger because, you know, she's like, why not?
Now,
you know, and why not? But I will say my school was very bizarre. Okay, we did this thing that, yes, they would be like, give thanks to God. And meanwhile, I'm sitting in the back of the room like, didn't the pilgrims like totally like kill everybody and do all this crazy shit? Why are we talking about this in a Christian school? Or why are we not talking about this? Like, anyway, so they would make us do this one freaking thing every year. It was so weird. So I went to Christian school up until my 8th grade year. Okay. And we did this thing.
So did I.
Oh, really? Was it like uniform, all that?
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
okay.
Skirts down to here. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so they made
Christian
it.
girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Christian
I was always, you know, I was with it, but I always would push my boundary a little bit, right? So we did this door decorating contest every year. Okay. So every year we had to decorate our classroom door. So one year, my 8th grade, I think it was my 7th grade year or something, I was like, I'm going to be in charge of coming up with a theme. Because I was just like adamant about like, we're going to win. We're going to make this like the most epic door ever. And everybody would always do these really cute things, like a bunch of little hands and like, thank you for this. Thank you for like mad sweet shit, you know? So I was like, let's make this a little fun. So I was in charge of coming up with a theme. So me and a couple people, we got together. We all kind of voted on it. It was like a whole like council meeting. And our concept was kind of like out there, I think, for a Christian school. So basically the concept was we were going to make a turkey. We're going to blow up a balloon, make a 3D turkey, put it in like a jail cell, decorate the door with as if it's like in a prison. And then underneath, we're going to have a giant cauldron that's just bubbling and waiting for this turkey.
What was the theme?
The theme was just this turkey gonna die for us.
Wow.
And I wanted to make it like a horror themed, like, but safe, you know? So we went all out, girl, let me tell you. So we went all out. So we had this one girl.
Bring me the sage.
So let me tell you, so we went all out. This girl was like, I can make the perfect turkey sound and we can make a recording of it. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. I was like, I'm all theatrical.
Turkey salad?
Sound. So she basically, we took a cassette recorder and a cassette recorder, yes. Yep, that's exactly how it sounded like. So she made effects and she'd be like, help!
That's hilarious.
And so whenever it was time to do the judging and our principals and all that shit walked by, everybody's door was like, whatever. And I was like hiding behind the door. And as soon as they got there, I opened it like a little bit. I pushed out the cassette and I put, like it said, like play me. And they pressed play. And I just remember them like staring at this door, like looking at this turkey, like, you know, yeah, and the sound and everything. And I was like, we got this in the bag,
This
y'all.
is hilarious.
We got this in the bag.
I'd have been horrified as a judge.
Yeah. We didn't win. We didn't win.
That story, hearing the turkey sound, like, okay, I promise you I'm not going to cry, but that reminds me of my mom. Like, I have to tell this story.
Please, do it.
Rest in peace to my Uncle Jeffrey. He had also passed away a few years before my mom passed, right? So my Uncle Jeffrey was Yeah, I can't even tell you what he was, right? But what I will say is he had a girlfriend, right? My Uncle Jeffrey had problems in his life or whatever. He didn't always do the right thing. So when you don't always do the right thing, or the majority of the time do the right thing, when you lose your way, shit just doesn't go right in your life. Okay, we all have people like that in our family that we still love and or tolerate because they're family. He had a girlfriend who was obviously, well, I mean, I've never ran a blood test or anything like that on her, but I'm pretty sure she was like addicted to drugs, right? But what's funny about it is, because with tragedy, you gotta laugh. That turkey sound. One day she came over to the house and it was for Thanksgiving, right? So we had everybody here, all my uncles. My mom got like 16 siblings. So this house was packed, okay? Everybody was here. My Uncle Jeffrey comes in with his girlfriend, and you guys may not laugh, but my other Uncle Emmanuel, God rest his soul as well. He's older. He's really like a comedian. They're all comedians. But he looked at, like, this was the first time they was actually seeing his girlfriend, like actually seeing her. And she kind of did look like a turkey, okay?
Damn.
I know, it's sad because she was on drugs, you know, and she's going through shit. But if you look like a turkey, you look like a turkey. Like, it is what it is. A lot of humans resemble things. Some people say I have a long face and I look like a horse. Like, sometimes I agree. Horses are beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
You do not look like a
anyway,
horse.
You know how people, though, can exaggerate.
Maybe a stallion.
No. Nah.
Stupid.
More like a little pony. No, anyway. So, all night, they was going, like they was doing the turkey sound, but they could really do the turkey sound. And his girlfriend had no idea what was going on. So just hearing that makes me laugh very much inside.
Well,
and I think
that's some real shit. When I tell you I could still hear the turkey noise, though, it was like guttural. I don't know how she could do it. It was like, I can't do it. It came from like
jumping back
here,
from the door and
like,
shit. Like,
the
what
chest.
the fuck? These kids are
so
freaking-
we out here. But that being said, we just want to make sure everybody is liking, commenting, subscribing to our channel, Artists of NYC New York. Please subscribe to us.
We got to talk about Thanksgiving more because, listen, Thanksgiving used to be great back in the day. And I feel like with my generation, after our generation, that's it for the good cooking. That's it for like it actually being good and authentic because
now it's like that what's it called? The instant mashed potatoes. And
you add water and stuff like that. Like, ew.
I don't know how that even works.
Grandmothers ain't grandmothering no more.
No,
They're not.
They're not.
They want to be in the clubs now.
Yeah, that's because they all got
want to be sucking dick. And I guess there's nothing wrong with sucking dick, but bitch, make the stuffing first, please, and then go suck some dick. Can you baste this turkey for 2 hours or 3 hours and then go see Mr. Johnson?
Make the stuffing before you get stuffed.
Yeah.
Please.
Come on, matriarchs. Get out of the club and get your ass in the kitchen, all right?
I'm done.
Damn, and I'm not going to talk about this no more, but y'all are fucking up Thanksgiving, okay? Nasty-ass macaroni and cheese. Cheese don't even melt. Like, what's that about?
Yep. Oh, man. That Kraft cheese, mac and cheese.
Kraft cheese.
Although I never had mac and cheese for my dinners, which is weird. I know.
What?
You never had mac and cheese for your dinner. What you mean?
No, I mean, like, for dinner, yeah, but, like, the shitty mac and cheese, but, like, as a kid, but never for Thanksgiving.
Really?
Never had
that
mac
was something
and cheese
my family never made.
Thanksgiving.
We would make like a Brazilian
on?
thing instead.
It's like a pie.
Like it would be
casserole.
Like, sorta. We would make this thing like it depends. It'd be like different versions of like a Brazilian dish.
Would it be shells with cheese and like a little sauce?
Not even. It was this other dish called like salpicão, which is actually served cold, and it's almost like a mayo chicken dish with like potato sticks and all this stuff. Or we would make like what we call mayonnaise, which is actually potatoes, like it's a potato salad with mayonnaise.
Which I call it mayonnaise.
Yeah, they call it mayonnaise. Anyway, I don't know, man. But the point is, we would always add one dish like that. So we would have, you know, the turkey, the sweet potato. We would have the greens, all that other good stuff, but we wouldn't have the baked mac and cheese.
But now understanding that like Thanksgiving is not really part of Brazilian culture, it makes sense.
Exactly.
You know, it makes sense.
So we kind of had a little mix of things. But you said your family's from the South, right? Your mom's from the South.
Yes.
What part of the South?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah. All right, guys. This show is brought to you by Artist of NYC. Make sure you guys follow our platforms on Instagram, Artist of NYC Show.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. Are we on Twitter?
Nah, we
We're on
don't fuck
YouTube,
with
Instagram,
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Spotify.
I always forget about TikTok, guys.
Yes,
We're doing
TikTok is
great
not
on
bad.
TikTok.
TikTok is
You
good.
mad? That's okay.
Yep.
You can be mad.
Twitter.
I'm over here happy. We're gonna be over here happy. Look at us, happy. Look, just a happy.
So should we at least say what we're thankful for before we do move
Yes.
past Thanksgiving? I mean, you said you weren't thankful for anything today. I'm like, yo, what are you thankful for?
In other words, I'm very thankful for a lot of things. I
It's
just feel
been
like
a long year.
it
Think
doesn't
about
take
it.
Thanksgiving for me to really marinate
thankful.
on that. Pun
Right.
intended. Pun intended. No, I am thankful. I'm thankful for, honestly, I'm really great. The older I get, the more thankful and grateful I am for my family and the fact that, things are looking very different with my family, but I feel like it's great to still have them and to be able to still celebrate certain holidays and get together. So I am very grateful for, my support system, the people that have been around me, because also the older
Right.
I get, the more I realize shit gets hard, man. Like, if you don't have the right people around you to fall back on, you're
Listen,
screwed.
That's
like,
why a lot of people they give up.
and that's
They don't
something I
have
can't
support.
do, is like give up on certain things. So it's really, really nice to have people that allow me to like cry and just be like a crazy person around them.
You need that.
You do need that, but yeah.
I'm thankful for being here. I'm thankful for having a place over my head. I'm thankful for being strong and able to wake up every day and continue on with my life. I'm thankful for my support system. I have a great support system, a lot of matriarchal type people in my life, about four or five people who are constantly in my life helping me, whether it's emotional, whether I need a cry or a yell, or even if I need to be a banshee sometimes. And I don't know if you know how a banshee can wail, but when you've had trauma or loss, your cry is different.
Yeah.
So I'm just thankful that I do have a place to, and people to do that
Right.
with. And I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful that we have this platform.
Likewise.
And yeah, like I'm grateful for and thankful for the things that are to come, even if that's new dick.
We back to dick.
And
talking
I'm
about
also
dick again.
grateful for this shirt. Now, someone left this at a
Wait.
studio session that I was doing one day.
I have so many questions. Why is she split in half, first of all?
Because so this shirt was
Yeah, you.
This shirt was it was actually like a regular shirt, and I just wanted to change it. I cut
like
it, and then I had safety pins holding it together.
What the hell is in her hair? Is this weed? What is this?
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
dead.
blunt.
Oh my
She's
God,
smoking.
it's great.
That's her blunt.
That's amazing.
Yes, Marge. So I'm just thankful
love it.
for being creative and being able to just do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To do what we love. So.
Dope. I'm
That's a
thankful
reminder
for
for all
you
y'all.
guys.
And yes,
Keep
we're
doing
back
what
to
you
dick.
Well, yeah, I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for everybody with Artists NYC goes along with my crazy shenanigans and plots. And yeah, just thankful the strike's over.
I was just about to say that.
Yes, all of the strikes.
Yeah,
All
just
of them.
Now
Thank-
watch MTA start acting up now again.
yeah, right.
I'm about to strike the MTA. I don't even know if I could do that.
Thankful to y'all, all our supporters. As we see every one of y'all, every like, every comment. Thankful to y'all for supporting us and giving me the side feedback on the side and texting me and everything about the show. I really appreciate it. Keeps us going, or keeps me going when I'm in front of my computer and bags under my eyes. Like, God damn, what the fuck did I do? But yeah, thankful to everybody. So yeah, we do have time for one more topic. We can get into this either the Keef Lee thing or the actor's strike. What do y'all want to do?
I want to talk about the Keef Lee
Yeah,
thing.
I'm curious about.
So Keef Lee is a blogger on, I'm assuming, all major platforms, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Just look up Keef Lee, hashtag Keef Lee, # Keef Lee. Where he goes around to establishments, I believe in the South, more specifically Atlanta, probably other places too. The one that I know of, the most recent was Old Lady Gang that is owned by Candy from Escape and her family. So what he basically does is he doesn't tell people who he is. He just, I don't know if he just shows up, but he comes to the restaurant. Whether they knew he was coming or not, he doesn't announce it, right? So in one specific situation that I saw from online, so I'm just saying it that way because this is where I got my information from. Don't jump in my DMs. He went to Old Lady Gang because he was invited to check out the food. Instead of him going inside, he sends his family inside, right? Now, I believe it was on the weekend, and on the weekends, Old Lady Gang does not do takeout. They only do dine in. So they give priority and all the attention to the people who are coming into the restaurant. They're not doing carry out or anything like that, right? So you basically had to have a reservation or a long waiting time, right? So his family shows up and they were saying how they don't have any tables and, you know, this is the weekend and, you know, da-da-da-da-da, this and that and third. Okay, so then he comes in and they said, well, we can seat you in 5 minutes. Oh. Yeah, just because he's a celebrity. And I get it, but first of all, that restaurant has, not that it's an old restaurant, because you have to be around for like 10 years plus to be considered old. Old Lady Gang is still new to me. You know, it's still a new establishment. They're still like really showing people who they really are. So I feel like a lot of black businesses, y'all fail in hospitality. You fail in customer service. You fail with being nice. You fail with the things you need to fail on, and that's why nobody wants to come to your fucking restaurants. So, with that said, get your shit together. He shouldn't have had to trick y'all into doing better and better service. And then I haven't seen Candy's second response, but she did immediately address what was going on. She apologized to him and his family, but she never addressed how they were able to seat him in 5 minutes when his family was told that they would have to wait over an hour.
And he was like, what, a table of one, basically?
Just him. Or even if he had someone, it doesn't matter. He just walks in because, yeah, this guy's a celebrity. Like, I get it, but you guys already received mad promotions and doing whatever.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
And nowadays we live in an age where like any bad press, like people say, you know, all bad press or all press is good press. But not necessarily, especially when it comes to a food establishment, you know, like if you get one bad review saying that, I don't know, somebody found a rat in your establishment, chances are not a lot of people are going to pull up like after that. So I think if you're getting that one opportunity to say like, okay, yeah, we'll seat you in 5 minutes. Like maybe that's good in the moment, or you might think that's good, but that's kind of a bad look if overall you're turning away so many people or making other people wait for so long. And that's just, I don't mind waiting for a good restaurant, but you know, if I'm seeing that somebody else is getting prioritized over some bullshit, like that's kind of, that to me is like, you know, I really will. Up. I myself run like a food review like channel. It's called Mad Good TV, and you know that's something we pay attention to too. Like there was one restaurant we went to that the wait was mad long. I'm talking, we waited over an hour to the point where I was like, we're gonna walk around, we're gonna come back, and I thought, you know, let's go back and wait and see if like things are better now and we can walk in. And they were just always on top of it. Like they were on top of it. She would remember me, like, and this was like a Japanese spot in the city, and I was just like, all right, you know, I'll wait for this. But
because they're showing that they want me.
Yeah, and the service was on point. Like nothing sucks more than waiting and sitting down and then like having shitty service on top of that too, or someone who doesn't seem like they want to be there.
Right.
And you're like, damn, you know, like we just went through the pandemic where everything was shut down. We couldn't have this. Now we have it again, and people are still crabby about it. They're not thankful to be here. And I get it. Sometimes, like, maybe you have a bad day or whatever, but, you know, food is supposed to nourish your soul as much as it is your body. And I think the experience of eating food, especially on Thanksgiving, like, it's supposed to nourish your soul too. So if you're going into an establishment, no matter how good the food is, if that service or that environment or the ambiance sucks, it just sucks the life out of you too. Like, why would I want to spend money or time somewhere like that? I don't know. Energy is nutritious too.
Listen, I agree. If somebody, like, let's say, for instance, if I go to a restaurant, I have gone to restaurants. Let's say in general, like, if I go to Peppa's up the street, Peppa's is a Caribbean restaurant. They sell jerk chicken.
Rasta pasta.
Right? Yeah, Rasta pasta, oxtails, rice and peas, plantains, things like that, right? Now, if I, and I'm not saying this is them, but I've walked into establishments like that, and
yeah,
what you want?
Yeah.
Men I have no more. Or like, I'm like, damn, bitch, smile. Like, what the fuck? I will let them make my plate because I haven't paid yet. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't want this because you have an attitude and I don't want my stomach to hurt.
That's like us dealing with us. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like, we
fucked
get that.
up, though.
We get that because it's us dealing with us. Like, literally here, and I won't say the name of the place, but they going viral on social media. It's a pizza place. And for my last cheat day, last cheat day, I went there with Reg.
Wait. The last spot that we had got the pizza from when you was here?
Nah, that's like vegan pizza. Ain't it?
Like a pizza.
I'll say it because I'll bleep it out. So pretty much, we was out there and it's like going viral on social media. I'm like, this is my cheat day. I'm like, yo, they got this.
That's the spot.
I know what you're
I thought it was in Queens.
They got a new spot because they had to because
of the volume
of people that's lining up outside, and it was nothing but when we went out there was nothing but black people. It was black women with their kids, and they wasn't even coming outside to like hand out samples and shit like that. People was there from like 10 a.m. We stood there from 10 to like 4 o'clock for like one slice each. Yeah, but they was running out of pizza as the line was proceeding.
Was the pizza, though?
It was good as fuck. Good as fuck. Like I'll give y'all that, man.
But that's no reason to have bad service.
But would you go back based on either A, the
I'm
experience,
fucked up.
or
The
B,
pizza was good.
But so you go back for
But
it?
No, because
I wouldn't go back
vegan.
to that specific spot. I'd go back to Queens.
They don't have vegan though, so you're not going back. I'm hoping you stay on track.
That oxtail was good as fuck. I'm like, damn, yo. But yeah, that was some months ago.
I was about to say, wasn't there another episode we talked about he was vegetarian? But I guess
yeah.
cheat day makes sense. I'm thinking you're talking about like, you know, I don't know, the gym cheat day. I don't know.
cheat day is like Christmas for vegetarians. It's like Thanksgiving, really.
Something I will say, Brazilian people are very into service. So if the service is not good, they will call your ass out. Like to the point where if you order a soda. And it's like Brazilian people are very home style. They're not necessarily bougie, but they value these things. So if you pull up to a restaurant and you order a Coke and they don't give you like a cup with ice or and they just give you like a straw, or the cup is like some paper cup bullshit, they're gonna be like, if it's like a regular restaurant, they're gonna be like, the fuck, like what is this, Or if you don't get a fork and knife for your pizza, because in Brazil these are things that we do, like we eat our pizzas with forks and knives, which doesn't make sense, but whatever.
How long have you guys been doing that? Because when I was in Ecuador, I would eat my pizza with a fork and knife, and everyone was looking at me like I was crazy.
Nah, it's a totally
everyone was looking at me like I was crazy. This was years ago though. Like
their pizza, I don't even think it should be called pizza.
But you've been doing it for mad long, right? Like it didn't just start. Like stop treating me like I'm crazy, all right? I do things the right way, and that's how y'all be wanting to do them, okay? Now, I still want to try to figure out why do we, like us, people of color, minorities, and I'm not saying all of our establishments, but why are the service industries, like why do y'all treat the people who are actually paying for the service poorly?
It's like I'm dealing with my cousin instead of dealing with like somebody
I
who's...
don't understand
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
That's a very valid...
Y'all have to fix that and stop thinking that you're better than everyone else, I guess. And these are only assumptions because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all, okay? But we're going to stop coming to your business. Listen, I just became a chef. Give me a few years. They will all be coming to my restaurant because I know how to treat motherfuckers, all right? There
you go.
And then Niki's
and I won't curse like this if y'all don't want me to at the restaurant, okay?
And if she does, it'll be with love.
Right?
Fucking
all right, y'all. So
that fucking food. Hey, pay now. You so nice.
Pay the fuck up.
So we'll get into the New York Artist of the Week now.
That's you.
So New York Artist of the Week for this week, I chose Girl Code. They're a dope group out of New York. They still doing like real hip hop music. They're two girls that can spit. I think they're from Brooklyn, actually. They don't do drill or any of that other stuff, and no gun bars and all that. But two dope females, Girl Code. Y'all check them out when y'all can. Definitely.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Girl Code on all streaming platforms. I'm assuming it's Girl Code, and if you look right here, you can see what their name is.
Right. YouTube channel, all that stuff. Check them out. They dope.
Guys, make sure you subscribe, follow, leave comments at any time.
Share.
Get involved with these conversations, because this is kind of like the stuff y'all be talking to y'all friends about on the phone or in the living room or at the weed spot or whatever, at the bodega. I don't know what y'all be doing, shaking your ass in a deli.
That's right.
I don't know.
Come shake your ass over here.
I don't know. Yeah, come shake your ass over here. Not over here, but over here. Yes. And why not?
The more you get involved, the more we love it. So it keeps us going. It keeps us, motivated, and it also helps, enhance our conversation. We always want to, especially if you're a New Yorker, we want to take your input. And with that, thank you all for joining us today on this episode of NY Not. I am your host, Carvalho Tiffany Carvalho.
And guys, I am your host, OMG Niki with the underscore. Yeah! NY Not podcast, Artists of NYC show. Make sure you guys tune in next time. It was such a great show. We love you. Be thankful.
Happy Thanksgiving. Eat good.